You, the voters, have spoken.
The African-American community stood up again for me.
As President-elect Joe Biden prepares to transition, stay tuned to BNC.
President-elect Joe Biden is getting down to business.
Get the latest updates on the transition team and plans to address the issues that matter to you, your life, health, jobs, and education.
Always had my back, and I'll have yours.
BNC is covering the political promises and plans to bring you the truth. Only on BNC. Truth illuminated.
Welcome back. Small businesses have been dealing with the ongoing impact of the pandemic, social unrest, and even environmental events. Well, Black-owned businesses have been some of the hardest hit. Joining me to talk about where Black businesses can turn to for guidance is Jill Johnson. She is the CEO of the nonprofit Institute for Entrepreneurial Leadership. Jill, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
You know, let's talk about these PPP loans that a lot of these businesses have already used. COVID numbers are up. Folks are waiting for another economic stimulus package that seems to be stalled or maybe even abandoned. What are Black businesses to do, and especially during this holiday season when maybe they could recoup some of their losses?
You know, I almost equate waiting for more help from the government like waiting for reparations. We just cannot depend on that to come. And if we had gotten our 40 acres and a mule, we wouldn't be in this position today. So let's start from
Good point.
You know, the challenge with PPP was that it really was not, in my view, designed to help the small business. It was designed to keep people off of the unemployment rolls. Hence, you know, the money went to employees, but it wasn't really designed to help the business owners. Right now, business owners have to think about the environment that we're in, have to think about how they provide convenience and create value for the customers, and really use this holiday time to put out promotions, to get the word out, to encourage people to buy local and to buy Black when there is a heightened sensitivity around doing both of those things.
You know, we see these various dates saying buy Black. Do we need more of those dates out there to remind people in our community that we need to keep supporting each other?
Dates, we need to do that every day. That needs to be an everyday occurrence, not on just one day or another day. That needs to be every day. There are Black businesses that are amazing, that have terrific products, service providers. We just need to be seeking them out and using their services whenever we can. That is how we can help each other.
I always say we should lead by example. Tell us some of the businesses that you support.
Yeah. So there is one that I have found recently that I love. I think it's Ivy Tea Company, Black-owned tea companies, great flavors, and they deliver. They have great delivery service and partake foods, gluten-free, allergen-free, everything free, like amazing. And then goal setter around holiday time. People are spending, but we also want to get folks saving, and maybe instead of giving gifts, having family members to give money through savings. So Goal Setter is another company that I think is great and great around the holiday time.
I'm glad you mentioned those companies because those are important, and there are many more out there. So buy Black every day of the week. Let's talk about some of the challenges if you are a Black business, and let's say you want to open a business. I have a friend whose fiance owns a restaurant and he's getting ready to open a second one. But this is coming at a time when governors are saying no indoor dining, no indoor seating. So what would be your advice if somebody is trying to actually open a brick and mortar company?
Absolutely. So right now, you just have to think differently. So in the situation of a restaurant, you're able to actually open now without having a lot of staffing, which is a major cost, right? You can open without a lot of staff and maybe just try doing takeout and just doing delivery to get your base of customers up. So then when you are able to open the indoor dining, you actually have a base of customers. So it's a time now to just think differently. And I really advise people to open for the environment today, because if it can work in this environment, it will work when people are able to move around freely.
Okay, so if I'm a small business owner and I come to you, what can I expect your organization to assist me with?
Yeah, so our organization, the Institute for Entrepreneurial Leadership, is all about hands-on support, capacity building support for implementation. It's great to have a plan. It's great to think about what to do, but you actually have to be able to do it. And this is where it is such a challenge for businesses, especially Black businesses that have difficulty accessing capital to buy this expertise. So we're engaging business professionals and experts who are willing to volunteer their time through EIFL to support our small business entrepreneurs.
All good points. Jill Johnson, thank you so much for your expertise. You know, we're all just trying to hold on and get through this the best we can together. But if one thing we can do is to support our Black businesses. Again, Jill, thank you so much for being here.
Anqoinette, thank you so much for having me.
Everyone stay with us. More of our show when we come back.